In today's episode, I'm going to share with you 8 productivity hacks that you can use in order to have very productive and efficient days. So if you want to know what they are, stay tuned and watch. This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego, and I welcome you to another episode of Alexandra at Work. Now, in today's episode, I will be sharing with you some of my favorite productivity hacks. They are very powerful, yet at the same time simple, and you can start using them as of really today in order to have more productive days. Now, before we get started, I invite you to go down in the description below this video, click on the link there. You're gonna find a link where you can go and download for free a lot of productivity resources that we've created. So we have the A.V.A resources page where we have, planners. It's like a daily planners and a weekly planners and monthly planners and even yearly planners, and it's all free. So it's all like PDFs that you can download and start using. So if you want to have these resources for free, just go down in the description below and click on that link and you'll be able to download all of that. So let's begin with the first productivity hack. And this one, I've already mentioned it in past Alexandra TV episodes, but I'm going to say it again because it is so important. It's to plan your days the night before. Don't make the mistake of planning your days the morning of, or even worse, not planning at all. When you start your day in the morning, your work day, you want to know exactly what's going to happen throughout the day. You want to have your to-do list done. You want to have, everything scheduled in increments of perhaps an hour or perhaps 30 minutes or even better, 15 minutes. You want to know exactly how your day is going to go, and planning the night before, that's where it all starts. So make sure that every night you take the time to plan the day ahead. What are the things that you need to do, the calls you need to make, the emails you need to send, everything. Make sure you know everything that's going to happen the day after, the night before. The next productivity hack that I want to share with you is to wake up properly. What I mean by this, wake up well, start your day on the right foot, as they say. If when you start your morning, your alarm rings and then you're like, 5 minutes more or 10 minutes more or an hour more, and then you just sleep in, what that means subconsciously is that you have failed at the first task of the day. The first thing you needed to do on that day, which was to wake up when the alarm rings, you already failed. So what's going to happen is that that's going to reduce drastically your productivity levels. This is going to give you the opportunity to procrastinate more, to push things, when you're going to be working and be like, I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow, because you already got into that habit, because that's how you started your day. So it's very important that in the morning, when you start your day, when that alarm of yours rings, you are ready to jump out of bed. And if you're having trouble, try this. Simply start counting down. Say, start from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go, you wake up. Now, the reason why this is very powerful and you can use it is because since we're kids, we're used to that, right? So I don't know about you, but I know for me, whenever I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to do, or I needed to go somewhere or whatever, my mom would count down, she would be like, okay, Alexandra, 5, 4, 3. So we're kind of conditioned to already be very receptive to that type of countdown. So start doing that. And like I said, start your day well. The next productivity hack will help you not only when it comes to your productivity, but really when it comes to everything in your life. It's simply to fuel your body with the right foods and with the right nutriments. You see, your body is really the vessel through which you experience this life. It's really the vessel that helps you to create things and, of course, to be productive. And if you don't nourish this vessel, this machine of yours that helps you be in the world, if you don't nourish it well, if you don't, give it the right foods and give it water, of course you're not going to be productive. Why? Because you're going to feel more tired, because you're not going to feel as sharp, and as focused. So it's very important to understand that this body of yours, you need to give it the right foods. If you're always eating bad food, you're not going to feel productive. You're just going to want to sleep. You're going to be tired. You're going to want to procrastinate. If you're constantly drinking sodas instead of water, again, this has a tremendous effect on your level of energy and how you're feeling throughout your day. So obviously it's going to impact your level of productivity. So make sure that you always are very conscious about what it is that you're eating. And again, like I said, this is not only when it comes to productivity, this will help your health, your well-being, every aspect of your life. The next productivity hack that I want to share with you is actually something, again, that happens in the morning, is to not look at your phone in the morning. Too many people, the moment that they wake up, their alarm rings very often on their phone. So what they do is that they go on social media, they start scrolling, they go and check their email, they see who has messaged them. And what happens when you do that is that you are basically starting your day by responding to other people's demands. So you are actually being productive, but for other people, right? You are making their lives easier and more productive because you're responding to them, and you are not, choosing yourself first. And I really think that this thing of, not having your phone, not looking at your phone first thing in the morning, is really about putting yourself first, having some self-respect and knowing, okay, I'm not gonna go into, the emails and the work and even the social media and look at other people's lives. I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm gonna focus on my life. So it's very important that you start doing that, because believe me, again, this one will not only help you when it comes to productivity, but really to everything else in your life. The next productivity hack that I want to share with you, and this one is especially for the entrepreneurs out there, people who work from home. Very often when you work from home, you're like, you wake up in the morning and then you say, I'm going to stay comfortable and I'm going to be in my pajamas all day. Who cares? I'm home. No one's going to see me. I'm working on the computer. It doesn't matter. But that does not help your level of productivity, because all of a sudden you feel more comfortable. You feel like you want to, when you feel more comfortable and you feel cozy, you kind of want to just rest, right? You know what I mean? So it's very important for you to, when you wake up in the morning, you get ready. Go take a shower, brush your teeth. I hope you do it, right? Without me having to say it, but go do that. Then maybe get dressed in something that you actually feel good about, something that you actually feel productive about. It's very important. Wear some clothes that when you look in the mirror, you feel like, I'm such, a boss, do your hair, even do your makeup if you want. Try as much as possible to really get ready for the day. See your work as really as if you were going, to a job outside of your home. I think this is very important. Of course, if from time to time you just want to stay in your pajamas and relax, why not? But believe me, try it one day. Have days where you're in your pajamas working from home, and other days where you're actually getting dressed, and when you're taking a shower and doing your hair and makeup and you're there, you're going to see how your level of productivity is completely opposite and different. The next productivity hack I have for you is to have an organized environment. You see, your space, the place where you work, is so important. If you start your work day and you sit on a desk that is full, a pile of paper here, then the coffee from yesterday here, then other things here, you're gonna be distracted throughout the day, and this is gonna have a big impact on your level of productivity. You need to have a space that reflects productivity, a space where when you sit there, you're like, I'm going to get a lot of things done today. A lot of things are going to happen, and everything is organized, and you know what you have to do. You have a to-do list here and your agenda and everything. So make sure that your space, your environment is organized if you want to have productive days. The next productivity hack that I have for you, and this one I think is one of the most important ones, it's more of an advanced one, if I can say it like that, is to monitor everything. Monitor your time, your money, and your tasks. If all you do is, you start your day, you start working, then you're like, I hope everything's gonna be good when it comes to money. I hope I'll make money today. I hope I'll move forward in my tasks. I hope, I'll be on schedule with everything. You're not gonna be productive. You need to have systems in place and things in place that allow you to monitor everything. So let's say perhaps having an agenda, a daily planner where you can monitor your time. Then even finally, you can have a clock where you're like, okay, this task, I'm gonna take 30 minutes and not more. So monitor. Then in the morning and the night, you wanna make sure that you monitor also the money, that your business is making. That's very, very important. So you need to know how much came in, how much came out. And same thing for your tasks. If you have projects that you're working on, you want to know exactly what's going to be happening when it comes to this project. Are we on time? Are we, do we need to do this or that for this project? What are the next steps to take when it comes to this? So all of this, it's so important. Monitor your time, money, and tasks if you want to have a productive life. And then finally, the last productivity hack that I want to share with you is to have and to give yourself some stretch goals. What does a stretch goal mean? This means that you give to your goals some really unrealistic almost time limit dates. Now this sounds crazy because a lot of people are going to say, no, it's not good to do that. But believe me, that most people in the world, we work well under pressure. I know that it's like that for me. So if let's say I'm going to launch this thing on a specific date, then I'm going to be working a lot harder, getting closer to that date, right? However, if I say, you know what, I want to be realistic, I'll give myself 2 years instead of 6 months for this thing. Believe me that I'm probably not going to start working on it until it's like 6 months before the 2 years. So I might as well already start pushing and stretching, you know, in order to reach this goal. A lot of people, like I said, they're too scared. They're like, no, they play it safe when it comes to that, especially when it comes to business. And they're like, no, let me do that. Did you know, let's say that Elon Musk, whenever he released the new Teslas, what he did is that for a long time, he had a date and then he pushed it 2 years. It was late of 2 years. And this is apparently something that he always does in his business. He basically always gives himself like unrealistic, and to his team, you know, he gives completely crazy goals so that they work harder and harder and harder. And then they achieve it, maybe not when it was said that it was going to be achieved, but they still do it, you know, and that's what his strategy in order to make everyone work harder, including himself, you know. So if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to be a little bit stressed out, I would say from time to time, I would say to give yourself some stretched goals, because believe me, it helps you be more productive on a daily basis, have more laser focus, and really move forward in your projects and tasks and everything that you want to accomplish. So that is it for my productivity, my 8 productivity hacks. I hope you enjoyed them. Now, of course, productivity is important, you know, moving forward in your projects and in your business and work. It's important, but what matters more is, of course, your health, your well-being, your peace of mind. So make sure you don't, you know, push too much to the point where you're being productive and moving forward in the goals that you want to accomplish, but that you don't have peace of mind and you're stressed out and you're getting anxiety. You know, you don't want to do that either. You know, you have to find that balance. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to share it with all of your friends, and of course to subscribe for new episodes almost every day here on Alexandra TV. In the comment section below, let me know if you have any productivity hacks that you would like to share with us. I would love to read from you. So that is it for today, and I will see you very soon.